In today's video we are going to be showing you how to complete a Russian volume lash set. This technique creates a fuller look by applying handmade volume fans to individual natural lashes. To begin prep, you are going to apply gel eye pads onto your client's under eyes, ensuring that no bottom lashes are left out. As you are applying the gel eye pads, check with your client whether they feel comfortable so that you can continue. Any lower lashes that are not secure under the gel eye pads may become bonded to the upper lashes during the treatment, so ensure you are checking. Now to begin, you are going to choose the glue of your preference. Here we are using Fat Lash Sky Bond. Now you are ready to begin applying the fans to your client's natural lashes. Unlike classic lashes, Russian volume uses multiple lightweight extensions within a single fan to an individual natural lash. When creating a fan, they should open evenly, have symmetrical spacing, maintain a narrow base whilst remaining lightweight. If you struggle to make fans out of a strip, you can use pre-made fans that will save you time. Remember that a narrow, clean base allows the fan to wrap around the natural lash, improving retention and creating a seamless appearance. When picking up the fan, avoid crushing or twisting the base. The fan should maintain its shape throughout the application process. Many beginner lash artists focus entirely on creating a beautiful fan but forget that the base is what determines the retention. A perfect fan with a poor base will not last. Isolation is arguably the most important skill in the lash artistry. Using your isolation tweezer, separate one natural lash from all surrounding lashes. The isolated lash should move freely without pulling neighbouring lashes. Poor isolation can lead to stickies, discomfort, premature shedding and damage to your client's natural lashes. When applying lashes, your adhesive control is critical. Dip only the base of the fan into the adhesive. You want enough adhesive to create a secure bond, but not so much that the excess adhesive travels up the fan. Too much adhesive can result in bulky bases and lashes sticking together. Once the natural lash is isolated, place the fan onto the natural lash approximately 0.5 mm to 1 mm from the eyelid. Never place the extensions directly onto the skin. The base should sit flush against the natural lash. Hold it momentarily until the bond stabilizes before releasing your tweezer. Continue working methodically throughout the lash line. Pay attention to the direction, density, symmetry and coverage. Avoid placing heavy fans on weak natural lashes. You can customize your fan sizes according to the strength of each natural lash. The goal is consistency whilst preserving your client's lash health. Ensure whilst you are completing your client's lash set that you are continuously stepping back and assessing the balance and symmetry. Every eye is different, so ensure that you are making small adjustments as you work. The goal is not just fullness, it's creating a set that complements your client's features. Throughout the appointment, regularly check for stickies. Use your tweezers to separate and inspect the lashes. Every extension should move independently. This step should never be skipped. You can also use a mascara wand to brush through the lashes and separate them if necessary. This helps to keep the lashes separated and ensure that no lashes stick together. A main thing that you should be paying attention to is spacing. The set should look full, but it shouldn't appear crowded or heavy. Creating fullness is about balance and placement rather than simply adding more lashes. You'll notice that the lash tech will regularly stop and brush through the lashes. This allows you to see how the set is developing and helps identify any areas that may need adjustment before moving on. One factor that you should pay close attention to is the transitions between lengths. Smooth transitions help create a polished finish. Sudden changes can make the set appear uneven, even when the individual placements are correct. Whilst creating your lash set, you should continuously evaluate the density. Sometimes a section may appear sparse whilst you are working, but once the surrounding areas are filled in, the overall balance often improves. As the set becomes fuller, quality control becomes increasingly important. It's easy to focus on adding lashes, but checking your work is equally important. You should spend time inspecting the lash line from different angles to ensure everything remains clean and organised. You should pay attention to how the lashes interact with one another. You want the set to look cohesive and seamless from every viewing angle. If you notice that a lash is sitting slightly differently than intended, you should address this immediately rather than hoping it becomes less noticeable later. Small corrections throughout the appointment help prevent larger issues at the end. As you continue building coverage, you should watch for visual balance between the inner corner, centre and outer corner. Each area contributes differently to the final style. The inner corner often require extra attention because they contain shorter, finer natural lashes. These areas can be challenging, but they make a significant difference in the finished appearance. The centre section of the eye is often where the styling effect becomes most visible. This is where you should pay close attention to maintaining consistency and achieving the desired shape. The outer corner can dramatically influence the overall appearance of the eyes. Small adjustments here can completely change the final effect. Throughout the service, you should also consider your client's comfort. A technically beautiful set isn't successful if the client experiences discomfort. Comfort should always remain a priority. As the set progresses, you should continue checking symmetry between both eyes. Human faces are naturally asymmetrical, so perfect mirror images aren't always possible. Instead, you should aim for visual balance. Every lash that you place should have a purpose. Intentional placement creates cleaner and more professional results. As you begin to approach the end of the lash set, you should slow down rather than speed up. The final stage is where details become most important. Taking the time to refine the set can significantly elevate the final result. You should perform a detailed inspection, looking at the lash line from multiple angles and checking for consistency throughout the set, whilst also examining the overall silhouette. The outline of the lashes should appear smooth, intentional, and harmonious with the chosen styling. As you are nearing the end, you should perform another thorough quality check. This final review allows you to identify any areas that may benefit from additional refinement. You should also be checking whether the set achieves the client's goals whilst respecting the condition of their natural lashes. That's ultimately the balance that we are trying to achieve with every lash set. You should now begin to check the lashes for any stickies that may have gotten caught. To check for stickies, you can use the bottom of your tweezer or use some tape to lift up the eyelashes to ensure that none are stuck underneath to the gel eye pad or your bottom lashes. If any are stuck, you can gently detach the lash using your tweezers away from the bottom lashes or your eye pad. To finish off the lash set, you can now apply bonder onto the lashes to maximise your client's retention. Here we are using Fat Lash Lash Fix Super Bonder. To apply the Super Bonder, you will add a drop onto a makeup or brush and then brush this along where the adhesive has been applied. This will instantly cure the glue and avoid shock polymerization. Now that you have applied the Super Bonder, you are ready to remove the gel eye pads. Always ensure that you are being careful and gentle, as some lashes may still be stuck. You can also use a USB fan if desired to further remove any remaining fumes. Now your lash set is fully complete, and you should ensure that you are reminding your clients of the correct aftercare to follow. They should brush through their lashes daily, avoid using oil-based products on their lashes, and also do not sleep on them.